Okay, I think I'm audible now. Perfect. Today in this session, we are going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence. There are a lot of content which where we try to understand about how future of AI is going to modify our future, or how artificial intelligence is going to take over human intelligence. I hope my sound is like I'm audible to you. Can I get some comments on that? Okay, perfect. So, today we are going to understand what is the history of AI. Obviously, all of you are well aware that what will happen in the future, whether it will take obviously the jobs or it will make humans faster. But how AI started, when it started, that is important part of our study. And today we are going to know and understand from where this word artificial intelligence started. What is the story in the beginning of it? This is not a new science. Artificial intelligence is not a new topic. It's not something which is invented just in 2014 or in 2011 or maybe in 2022 with some event. Artificial intelligence stories are there in Greek mythology also. People from ancient time, in Greek mythology, they talked about robots being intelligent, at the same time like machines being intelligent. So intelligent machine stories are there in Greek myths also. The idea behind artificial intelligence started thousands of years ago. That time our science, our electronics, our gadgets were not developed. In fact, not all of them were developed. We were preparing for something big in technology, but AI was born that time. The word artificial intelligence means any machine which can act, or any robot which can act as an intelligent device for us. This was believed by Greek mythologists. Even some philosophers made some comments on the possibility of robots, or some possibility of some machines which can help humans. Okay, it's not exactly how the history decided about AI. It's not like they imagine it like Alexa or modern days Google Home, or like you use right now automated lights, like you can change your light just with one sound, or just asking it to change into yellow or pink. It started with changing animals into a useful resource. Yes. So I'm talking about 17th century now. 17th century, there was a philosopher, Rene Descartes. His idea was to change the animals into artificial intelligent animals which will help humans better than what they were doing that time. So his research, his philosophy was based around that. So when artificial intelligence started, it was more towards changing animal into useful being which can support, help human. This is where artificial intelligence started. The story kept on moving from centuries to centuries. So this was 17th century. Now 18th century was like a mathematician's time. A lot of mathematicians started working on the core papers, even in astronomy, as you know from the space education, that how mathematics changed the way we look at the sky. Galileo was a mathematics professor, and 450 years ago obviously changed the way we look right now to the sky. So in 18th century, there was a mathematician called Gottfried Wilhelm. Gottfried Wilhelm took next step to explain artificial intelligence. What was his next step? Gottfried Wilhelm tried to explain artificial intelligence as a language now. He was keen to introduce this as a language, or a means of communication between humans and machines. Don't take it as a programming language of modern days, but more or less it was same. Before him, before 19th century, we wanted animals to be trained to support humans. We wanted animals to be trained to support humans and help humans in their work. But 19th century, a mathematician tried to use some kind of communication between machines. Now we are very advanced in communication with machine. But earlier it was very difficult, just some buttons to press. If you look at some ancient tape recorders, you look at some ancient machines, you just had few options to play, stop, pause, or several more like that. So 19th century was a time when this idea of artificial intelligence shifted to something where you need to, obviously this is the development. And the development is like now you want the communication between humans and machine. This happened in 19th century, and then this continued towards the computer science. Artificial intelligence, which was designed to, philosophically, obviously, designed to communicate and make humans, animals trained, now it shifted towards machine. Specifically in 19th century, these machines are not computers. These are like any random machines. Now, to communicate with that machine, the AI was being developed. Slowly, gradually, a lot of changes happen in it. Obviously, with the development of human science and tech, we were also developed in our biotechnology, in our medical science. And now, 1960 was a time when it was first used for a medical science. Medical science, although it started with some kind of therapy for humans, and that was actually called ELISA program. ELISA program was a treatment for some kind of mental related disease, a psychological issue, and that therapy was helping humans. Okay, it was not kind of placebo, it really helped. A lot of study was done. Out of that, top study was done by Stanford itself on the 1970 ELISA development of the program. And this program actually helped thousands of people in just 2 years of time. 1960, it was introduced, and by 1962, it helped thousands of people in US to develop their own, they overcome those mental health issues and psychological issues. This was first time artificial intelligence was playing an important role in human development. Before this, it was not accepted as a subject. It was not accepted as a subject. 1962 was the time officially of artificial intelligence was accepted as the field of study. Different institutions worldwide, different organizations started working it on the papers, on the research, and develop. They wanted to develop artificial intelligence as a subject to study. Now, okay, so 1962. There was one more year called 1956, which I think I missed about it. 1956, there were a group of scientists who decided to bring this artificial intelligence as a subject of study. Now, the problem was more than supporters, there were people against the study. The same philosophy, what we are told now, that it will take over humans, machines will control everything. Sci-fi movies were made. These movie people are really fast. You just imagine they'll make movie. So sci-fi movies were made on that story, that how humans will take over, how machines will take over humans. I told these movie people are fast because the best example we have in Aliens. When we just came to know about some UFO incidents in 1960s, 1970s, 10 or 12 movies were ready on the UFO. How aliens kidnapped humans, how aliens are kidnapping cow to drink milk. Can you imagine? These stories are already there and people liked it. There were people who liked it. Even in our country, news keeps on going on national TV that, in Uttar Pradesh, a UFO has kidnapped cow because they want to drink milk. Now, how could aliens, I mean, they travel from their own planet to this planet to drink milk? Is that logical? So, movies, videos, this creates some impact on our society. So we start thinking about it. We believe in it. Now we are aware. But 1960, do we have that level of filter? Do we really know what is happening around us? Whatever came in news, whatever came in media, whatever came in movies, we started believing in it. So that was the time when this propaganda was like, popular, that machines will take over humans. More than the research could do anything, this movie got popular. Now what? Everyone started opposing it. Or else, in 1956 only, this study should be like a professional study in all the institutions across the globe. It's so delayed, it was so opposed, that till today in country like India, we don't have in all the schools, right? So do you think your school has got artificial intelligence as a subject? Maybe you study as a part of computer science. The reason is, today, even we know it is changing the world, we haven't accepted it as a subject. So now the year was somewhere around 2000. After this, when neuro and psychology treatments were being used by AI, a lot of robots were designed before 2000, but they were not like AI robots. They were not like Alexa or Siri, or some apps what we use as artificial intelligence. 2000 was the year when 2000 was the year when a algorithm, a programming language was developed to communicate between human and machines properly. You can say this is also the birth of machine learning. 2000. After this, companies like IBM, Google, Google's DeepMind project, they all started taking artificial intelligence seriously. Artificial intelligence now in the year 2000 is deeply rooted with computer science. Before that, it was a separate topic to study. It was not part of our computer science or IT. So in the year 2000, when IBM took interest, they started investing in a program what they called Watson, Watson. If you get enough time, you can study about Watson. It's one of the most amazing technology they developed, AI. So IBM developed Watson, and their project was launched in 2011, roughly after 11 years of investment and hard work. 2011, when they developed Watson, it was a very clear natural language interaction with the machines. Very clear natural language interaction with the machines. You would have already seen some robotics dog, so you can ask it to bark, and it gives you the sound of that. That's you are communicating with the audio. A very modern version of that is Alexa. Alexa, tell a joke. It tells you a joke. So basically, it's capturing your audio, performing some task, searching according to your audio what you want. You want a joke, you want to listen to old song, you want to listen to a new song, or you want your type music, or you want your friend's type music, what exactly you want. On that, it makes a search in its database, which is huge, and then gives you a response. Although it looks very simple, like we just said, Alexa, and it works, it's not that funny. It's actually a lot of tech happening behind your words, behind your audio. Okay, 2011 was considered as one of the landmark year in artificial intelligence, when we started communicating with machines. And you should give credit to IBM Watson program. Competitors were also working. Google developed a team of scientists who were working on DeepMind, Google DeepMind project, which made a program called AlphaGo. Why I'm mentioning this Google DeepMind? Because Google DeepMind defeated in a game a human. It was able to think better than human and became a champion at certain games at Go. So, human champion was defeated in multiple games by these DeepMind Google's project. What do you mean by that? Computers are getting smart. They are getting more intelligent than us. This was the time, 2011, when even Google understood the importance of artificial intelligence and it started working. It was not just a dream. It was not just a fantasy or a dream that you can talk to the machines. Today, you can talk to the machines. You realize that? I am talking to my mic and a laptop, right? So I'm talking to the machines here, assuming that students are listening to me and I'm trying to give some value content on artificial intelligence. But look from a alien's perspective. Like imagine just alien is looking through a telescope in my flat through the window, and I'm talking to a mic, just talking to a machine, and this machine is transferring this audio to you obviously through your speakers. Artificial intelligence started doing its game by 2011. And then what happened? Then the entire scientific industry started, those who were interested in this subject, they started focusing on developing AI based apps, AI based softwares, AI based machines which can help and support humans. Obviously humans, it's not like somebody can come and take over this planet. It's a years process, it's an evolution. 65 million years ago dinosaurs were on this planet. 65 million years ago 90% of the species were related to the dinosaurs. They were some kind of dinosaurs over here, and they all were swiped off after the asteroid hit happened. Then humans started evolving on this planet. It's not easy for AI to take over. It's getting smart. And if you want to be better than AI, you should know how to control it. You should know the command system. Today, if you are of 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, or you're smaller than that, or you're slightly older than that, AI is the future. This subject, artificial intelligence and machine learning, actually it's important part of our subject system now. It will take a lot of years for us to inculcate in our school education, but you should start training yourself in this subject. After just few years, it will be completely, taking over our life, our everything, like the house automation. Do you know there are companies in India, they charge on some monthly rental basis, and they automate everything in your house, and everything can be controlled with a voice command. There are a lot of startups, new age startups of young engineers, scientists. They are developing this technology. Like you enter your house, you just switch on the AC, you just switch on the gas stove, you just switch on the fridge, or you want to make something, your oven gets switched on. Maybe it starts preparing also. You switch on, switch off the washing machines. It works. And this is not dream. It's not some project prototype like after 10 years this is going to happen. It's going to happen now. It's happening. There was a bulb made by Wipro 6 years back. Wipro made a bulb. Now that bulb works with Alexa. You tell Alexa make it pink, it will turn it into pink. It's there, it's existing. It cost you $400. So the AI is really there around you. You just look it with a different point of view and train yourself to master it. Because if you don't catch it now, you won't be able to hold it every time in your life. Maybe you get too much occupied in your board exams. You get too much serious about your mathematics or science study. You prepare for entrance. Will you be preparing for AI that time? No. So it's a good time for you to understand this subject. Try to learn more and more about upcoming technologies in AI because it's going to change the world. It's definitely going to change the world. If you have any quick questions on AI, especially about the history, please make sure you leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer it, or maybe in next session, which is tomorrow, I'll try to answer. So every day, 9 o'clock, I'll be going live to teach you some topics of space science and technology. AI is helping a lot in space exploration. Although my limitation is towards space science, but I picked up this topic for you because AI is like a very friendly tech which is helping space exploration, and it will be in demand in future. So the students who are finding scope in space science, you can also look through the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Rest, I'll see you in next session, which is tomorrow with a space topic, 9 o'clock, same time. See you then. Take care. Bye bye. And thank you for joining.